International and yourself and the whole focus for today?
The whole philosophy is Ubuntu International project, and it's based on the philosophy I am what I am because of who we all are. It is a Pan-African initiative, so we're showcasing designers from South Africa, Uganda, and we've added a new Nigerian collective. It's about development, it's about trade and industry, it's about conscious consumer versus trade and industry, it's about sustainability and eco-fashion versus profit margins. It's about style and substance. So there's a lot of sort of opposing issues that we wish to address, and we are doing that as a collective with our designers, with our partners, and trying to move forward in this Ubuntu philosophy.
This resonance collection I'm showing today is my concept collection. It's the collection that I've created to push me down that path of eco, for sure. And it's pushing the boundaries between what is known and what isn't. And what I have done is taken away everything, stripped away the conventional ways of putting things together, buttons, zips, all of that conventional way of getting into a garment. Wow. And just done it very natural, very organic. So there's nothing in there. Everything you see is wood, totally biodegradable. This collection is pushing the boundaries and I know that it's very much where it's art. That I have this easily and it works so perfectly when it's infused. And it's organic cotton, linen, hemp. Works perfectly. So it's just something else that you will see as we go along. There'll be a resonance too.
Hi, I'm Kevin from Frankie Wild. What I do is I do adornment through art. So the adornment is whether it is fashion, whether it is jewelry, whether it is home fashion. And everything I do generally is one of a kind. It speaks for itself. Growing up in South Africa and being very involved with the isiXhosa culture, you find that anything that has aesthetic beauty is used in components. So the first piece that really inspired me was I found a necklace made with the heads of the protecting things from a syringe. And they were used to make up one of the traditional forms of the isiXhosa pieces. And it allows you to see that you don't need to use the traditional materials to create the traditional aesthetic. And if it has beauty, it deserves to exist.
The collection, the idea behind the collection is a combination of Art Deco influences with the African tribe, the Ndebele people, and their artwork is very geometric, it's very linear, although they do it in a very bright colour palette. I've reduced it to a really sombre winter palette for autumn-winter 012, interpreted it into beautiful suedes, mock croc skins, laces that resemble bark and that sort of thing. But you'll see the lines that I've mentioned, which are quite subtle, nothing too major, but definitely there, yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I like the clothes to do the talking.
Our label is very young. We only started 2 years ago. Unfortunately, Ayo, the founder, cannot be here today, so I have to fill in for her. The label itself, we try to blend. Ayo has resided in Austria for 10 years, so she grew up. She was born and raised on Lagos, on Victoria Island in Lagos. So this is why she tries to blend her Nigerian roots with the European experiences and with a lot of other things she experiences and witnesses around the globe when she travels.
Excellent. And could you talk us a little bit through this collection? Does it have a name, and what are the influences?
Yes, this collection, one you see here, is a tribute to the victims of the terrible blasts in northern Nigeria, the civil war-like situation, the blasts in Abuja. It's a very, as you can see, we use a lot of ashe ochre, which is a very strong, firm material, because the idea is that whoever wears this has really walked through a battlefield, has witnessed the barbarism, the intolerance, the hatred, which is going on in northern Nigeria. And this collection is these are supposed to be shields, supernatural shields of tolerance, of reason, and of humanity. And we start relatively reduced here. It becomes more and more sophisticated and eclectic towards the end.